All right, good morning. Welcome to the Finance and Fiscal Resources meeting. It's 8:35 on July 11, and our first item on the agenda is public comment. Is there anyone from the public who'd like to comment this morning? All right, seeing none, our next item is the consent agenda, which includes the minutes from June 20 and auditing of checks and purchase order activity. Could I have a motion for that item?
So moved.
Moved, and is there support?
Support.
Support. Questions or comments on the consent agenda? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is from the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Authority, and it's Revenue Bonds, Series 2022 Resolution Amendment.
Action requested. Action requested. Recommend to the Board of Commissioners to approve a first resolution amending the 2022 supplemental bond resolution, allowing a surety to replace the letter of credit obtained for debt service reserve requirements and provide for the county's full faith and credit pledge to apply to outstanding bonds and related debt service reserves secured by the surety. Summary. The authority obtained a surety bond to fulfill the debt reserve obligations from the 2023 Series A bond issue. The authority would like to obtain a surety bond to fulfill the debt reserve obligations for all prior issues, which would replace the existing letter of credit, which is currently in place. The current letter of credit has an expiration date of 12/1/23. This amendment will not change or modify the currently outstanding bonds for the Airport Authority. The attached first resolution was drafted by the authority's bond counsel and has been reviewed and approved by the authority's general counsel. The savings of switching to a surety policy for the authority's existing debt, excluding the 2023 A bonds, is estimated to be about $2,008,000 gross and $1,474,000 net present value savings over the life of the debt.
All right, thanks, Al. Is there a motion for this item? Moved by Commissioner Sparks, support by Commissioner Hildenbrand. Questions or comments? We do have members from the airport here today to answer any questions or respond to any comments. Yes, Commissioner Coleman.
Somebody explain what a surety bond is in this context? I probably should have looked it up myself, but.
Tori, Maria, would you like to respond? We have Tori Richardson and Maria Kim.
Yes, thank you, and good morning, Commissioners. To answer your questions, more or less an insurance policy. So in the previous issuance, it was better, more favorable for us to have a letter of credit. Right now, the way the markets are working, it's better for us to have a surety bond. That's why when the administrator mentioned the savings, it will increase savings for us, but we also had an expiration of this letter of credit. So at this time, it looks better and more favorable to go with this route as opposed to the letter of credit.
Great. Any other questions or comments? All right. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next item comes from Kent County Community Action, and it's the Continuum of Care Program Shelter Plus Care Contracts and Budget Appropriation.
Action requested. Recommend to the Board of Commissioners to approve the contract with Community Builders, Inc. for the Continuum of Care Program, accept and appropriate $1,746,060 to the 2023-24 Community Development Federal Project Fund for the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, and authorize the board chair or designee to execute the grant agreement, approve extensions, amendments, and increases of the grant appropriation not to exceed 15% of the original award. Summary. As part of the COC program, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development has awarded funds to Kent County for rental assistance for homeless persons. The COC program is designed to link rental assistance to supportive services for hard-to-serve homeless individuals and families. Kent County Community Action Agency recommends contracting with Community Rebuilders, Inc. to administer the supportive housing component of the COC program. This is based on the historical performance and relationship with Community Rebuilders, which has a direct impact on HUD scoring for this project. The period of the agreements will be from July 1, 2023 to June 30, 2024. Corporate Counsel will review and approve the agreements as to form prior to signature.
All right. Is there a motion for this item?
So moved.
Commissioner Oliver King, is there support?
Support.
support Commissioner Wooden. Questions or comments regarding this item? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Next item comes from the Parks Department, and it's regarding the Two Rivers Green Space land acquisition.
Action requested. Recommend to the Board of Commissioners to accept and appropriate $431,487 from Caledonia Township and transfer up to $468,513 of federal Coronavirus American Rescue Plan, ARPA funding, from the Coronavirus Relief Fund to the Parks Two Rivers Green Space Land Acquisition Project in the 2023 Capital Improvement Fund. Summary: the Kent County Parks Department has been working with a family trust to expand Two Rivers Park in Caledonia Township. The property owned by the trust is currently surrounded by park property and contains 1,450 linear feet of frontage on the Coldwater River and Thornapple River confluence. Acquiring the property would allow for the permanent naturalization of the confluence riverbanks. The additional acreage will bring the total of Two Rivers Park to over 291 acres. Acquiring this land is consistent with several objectives set forth in the Parks Department's Parks, Trails, and Natural Areas Master Plan. The County Board of Commissioners allocated $15.0 million of coronavirus relief funding through Resolution 12-15-22-125 to advance several Kent County Parks projects, including land acquisition for the Two Rivers Green Space. Caledonia Township has approved a $431,487 contribution toward the purchase of the property. The remaining purchase price and closing costs, up to $468,513, will come from ARPA proceeds. Prior to signature, Corporate Counsel will review and approve all documents.
Thanks, Al. Is there a motion for this item? Moved by Commissioner Oliver King.
Support.
Support by Commissioner Hildenbrand? Or Commissioner Sparks?
He sounds very.
I just saw him raise his hand and support. So, all right. Moved by Commissioner Oliver King, support by Commissioner Sparks. This is a great purchase property, and I think it's been something sought after for a while. So any questions or comments regarding this? Yes, Commissioner Wooden.
Thank you, Chair. Echo those sentiments. As I was reading the resolution, I hate to nitpick, but I believe the funding allocation or the resolution that allocated the 15 million was not 12-15-22-125. That was the resolution that appropriated all funds, but I think the one that allocated it is the one from December 1st. Would that, since it's referenced in the resolution, would that cause any problems in its final passage?
I will check on that, Commissioner, but if I recall correctly, we had the two resolutions in tandem. The first one had the allocation, the second one had the actual appropriation of the funds, so they can be read in tandem, but I'll check those dates before we get it up to the board to make sure that there's no hiccups.
Perfect, thank you.
Other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Turn off the mic. Next item on the agenda comes from the Administrator's Office, and it's PNC Foundation grant to support the Kent County Welcome Plan.
Action requested. Recommend to the Board of Commissioners to accept and appropriate $15,000 from the PNC Foundation grant to the 2023 Kent County Welcome Plan budget in the Special Projects Fund, and authorize the board chair or designee to execute the grant agreement, approve extensions and amendments and increases to the grant appropriation not to exceed 15% of the original award. Summary: the vision of the Kent County Welcome Plan is to create a welcoming and inclusive community for new Americans and implement a series of community goals and recommendations in 5 priority areas: improve new Americans' educational outcomes, maximize economic potential, engage communities, provide access to services, and ensure all Kent County residents are and feel safe and connected communities. The Kent County Administrator's Office received a $15,000 grant from the PNC Foundation to support the Welcome Plan goals and priorities, including Welcome Plan community information sessions, interpreter and translation services, community outreach events, and activities of the Kent County Welcome Plan Collaborative. The Welcome Plan Collaborative Data and Metrics Work Group is responsible for the evaluation of the Welcome Plan. The Welcome Plan Steering Committee will issue a report representative of 60 partner organizations that summarizes community survey results, achievements, and gaps in service to help identify new strategies. The initial strategic planning data from 800 community engagement surveys and 25 focus groups will be used as baseline data to evaluate the Welcome Plan outcomes. The grant term is June 13, 2023 through April 1, 2024. Assistant Corporate Counsel will review and approve the agreement as to form prior to signature.
Thanks, Al. Is there a motion for this item?
Motion.
Moved by Commissioner Sparks,
Support.
support by Commissioner Kallman. Questions or comments regarding this item? Yeah. Any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Next item comes from the Administrator's Office, and it's a request to allocate funds to DGRI for Art Prize 2023.
Action requested. Recommend to the Board of Commissioners to approve and appropriate $75,000 to the 2023 Lodging Excise Tax Fund budget to promote tourism and fund Downtown Grand Rapids, Inc. for the 2023 Art Prize competition. Summary. Art Prize originated in 2009 and has become known as the world's largest art competition. Each year, Art Prize attracts 750,000 visitors and displays more than 1,000 works of art from international artists in over a 3-square-mile district of downtown Grand Rapids and other local venues in Kent County. Art Prize quickly grew into a major regional economic asset. A GVSU economic analysis of the 2022 event revealed that Art Prize created $34.5 million in annual economic impact and generated over $70,000 in incremental tax revenue for Kent County from visitors. In 2022, 13 years after its debut, the founding organization managing Art Prize decided to dissolve and give its platforms to a new public-private partnership between DGRI, the City of Grand Rapids, and the Kendall College of Art and Design of Ferris State University. These organizations will build upon the legacy of Art Prize. This new collaboration is named Art Prize 2.0. A request was made by Art Prize 2.0 to Kent County for an annual funding allocation to support Art Prize. If approved, Kent County would join a donor list of nearly 30 other organizations, including Experience Grand Rapids, who's in for $150,000, City of Grand Rapids also in for $150,000, Grand Rapids Kent County Convention Arena Authority at $150,000, and the Fry Foundation $110,000. The requested $75,000 allocation is for the 2023 Art Prize, which will be held from September 14th through October 1 of 2023. Future allocations, if approved, will be accounted for in the annual budget under the Lodging Excise Fund. The county's lodging excise tax revenue in 2022 was the highest on record, bringing in $12,489,808. Fiscal year 2024 is forecast to surpass the revenue collected in 2022 at an estimated $14,500,000.
All right, thanks, Al. Is there a motion for this item?
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Wooden. Is there support? Support. Support by Commissioner Green. Questions or comments regarding this item? Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to note that I'll be abstaining from this vote due to a conflict with family business.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Commissioner Hildenbrand.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to say I support this resolution. I'm on the board of Experience Grand Rapids and involved in the CAA as well. And obviously, Art Prize has a huge economic impact on our community and our county. And we would join a long list of partners. And I think it's a good investment. And I support the motion in the resolution. Thank you.
We do have Mayor Rosalind Bliss and Rick Wynn here to, I assume you're here for this item. Is there anything that you wanted to add at all?
No.
Great. Thank you. Any other questions or comments? All right, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is Commissioner Miscellaneous. Is there any, oh, you know what, sorry. Are there any abstentions?
Yes.
One abstention. The motion still passes. Next item, Commissioner Miscellaneous. Is there any miscellaneous items to discuss today? All right, seeing none, we are adjourned, and our next meeting will be Tuesday, August 8, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.